My name is Christian May. I'm from the concert agency Music Management Melos Konzerte, and we're here in front of the famous MUSIKVEREIN. Many of you know this place from the New Year's concert with the Vienna Philharmonic, which takes place every year on 1st of January. It's definitely one of the best known concert halls in the world. My agency organizes since many years tours and concerts for orchestras. Today it's about a concert with an orchestra. On 5th of December we will promote here in this hall a concert with the Sofia Philharmonic Orchestra, one of the best orchestras from Bulgaria, with Conductor Nayden Todorov, with whom we work for many years now. We know that many of you have already been to a concert. You know what happens in a concert. You know what happens if the orchestra comes on stage or the soloist and plays and you listen to it. But we assume very few of you know what happens before, what happens behind the scene and behind the stage before a concert can really take place. And therefore we've decided this time to show you in some way what has to happen before a concert comes into being. So we wanted to show you in a few episodes the various steps from the first idea, when 2 or 3 people come together and discuss the idea of the concert and develop the idea, what happens from this first step to the final day when finally the audience is on stage and 2,000 and more people sit there and listen to it.
Vienna is a very important city for me, MUSIKVEREIN too. I grew up with Vienna and in Vienna. Working in Bulgaria, I'm trying to preserve not just the sound of the Sofia Philharmonic, but to work on the Viennese tradition and put it there to become part of the work of the orchestra.
Bulgaria has very interesting history, and we have years of very great history and years of very sad periods in our lives, and that is inside us like a nation. And this is what is different with Bulgarians and some another European nations.
But Bulgaria, has very special geographic situation. So we are something like backyard of Europe from one perspective. From another perspective, we're backyard of Russia. For third perspective, we are backyard of Turkey. So it is the point of Balkans, the middle of the Balkans. So for us, going somewhere in Europe is always but you know, we feel like Europeans, and for us it's like going home.
I think this defines our context. This makes us who we are, and this brings the unique signature to our performance.
When you unite all these people through the music, they became one. It's a very rare thing, but we got it. So when you have it, it's worth. It's worth it. It makes your life that have some sense, and it gives you the feeling that you haven't worked all these years with this instrument and in this orchestra for nothing. The art of orchestra in Bulgaria, it's made in the late 19th century by people who came from Czechs and Hungary, which was Austria also. So everything started there and it returns there. So that's why I'm saying it's like going home after a very long trip somewhere. You've been somewhere and you did your job. Now you're going home to show your parents of what has left of what because they invested something in us.
The orchestra has really unique sound, and its sound is maybe the main value of the orchestra, but it's not known in Vienna, and this is a way to show it to Viennese people, so that perhaps next time they will know what is the special thing of this orchestra.
Maybe the reason MUSIKVEREIN is so important maybe for all of us is the fact that we all know it from our childhood, from the Viennese concerts on 1st of January. For everyone who was once there, it is an experience for a lifetime.
Musically, this is the musical heart of Europe. And only just being there, it's a fantastic experience. But that stage, it's not only the acoustics, it's a legendary stage, and the public has a great experience with the greatest orchestras and conductors in the world.
I decided that I would like to present the Sofia Philharmonic with pieces that really will show the orchestra of its best side. And these pieces are usually the Slavic music, the romantic music.
I think Dvorak 9 is an incredibly good choice for the orchestra to play. On a sentimental note, I feel very passionate about that particular symphony because it was the very first symphony that I performed when I was 16 years old in the 10th grade or the 10th class as second clarinet in an orchestra, and to me that's always going to remain a very special experience.
There's something very interesting that on that date, on the 5th of December, this is a special day, but this is the day that Mozart died, actually.
Yeah.
Already my first year as a director in Sofia, I made a full concert series with music just by Mozart, inviting people from Vienna, inviting Philharmonic from Vienna to come and play with the Philharmonic of Sofia, to play Mozart. It was amazing feeling, amazing.